art friends, welcome back to another week of art. This week, we're going to be looking at the artwork of filmmaker Tim Burton to inspire us. Tim Burton's style is actually called Burton-esque. Some of his movies include The Nightmare Before Christmas, which we will be talking about for this lesson, Edward Scissorhands, Frankenweenie, Beetlejuice, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and Alice in Wonderland. His characters, like Jack the Skeleton King and Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas, are great examples of his work. They're elongated, which means stretched out and very thin. They have large, expressive eyes and tiny features. Tim Burton's work is very dark and gothic, but his characters are still friendly and jolly. It's cute and spooky all at the same time. His work is both silly and scary in a way. It's a great mix of light and dark. That is why his style has its own name, Burton-esque. The Nightmare Before Christmas was made in 1993 by Disney. That was 27 years ago. It's actually based on an original poem by Tim Burton, who produced the movie. The movie is a stop-motion animation, so it took over 3 years to create. All the characters are created out of clay and then photographed each time they move. Not only did the animators have to create the characters, but they also had to build all of the sets. Claymation is kind of like a three-dimensional flip book. A minute of the film took creators sometimes a whole week of work to create. Even though the film is undoubtedly a Halloween movie, people enjoy it all year long. You can draw like Tim Burton any time of the year. Check out the trailer for Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas.
From the beginning, Walt Disney established a tradition of innovation. From the world's first full-length animated feature, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, to the new photographic techniques introduced in 101 Dalmatians, the combination of animation and live action in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and the dazzling use of computer technology in Beauty and the Beast. Now, Walt Disney Pictures is joining forces with Tim Burton, the creative genius behind Batman, Beetlejuice, and Edward Scissorhands, to bring you one of the most unique and innovative movies of our time, The Nightmare Before Christmas. This historic teaming of extraordinary talents is taking three-dimensional animation to unprecedented new heights. The result is a revolutionary new motion picture experience that will take you to a new world beyond anything you've ever imagined.
It goes something like this.
You'll meet a magical cast of unforgettable new characters, led by Jack Skellington, the king of Halloween, in a story filled with holiday cheer and incredible fantasy, featuring 10 new songs by Danny Elfman.
What's this? What's this? There's color everywhere. What's this? There's white things in the air. What's this? I can't believe my eyes. I must be dreaming. Wake up, Jack. This isn't fair. What is this?
Prepare to experience an exciting adventure in movie making and discover the astonishing new world of The Nightmare Before Christmas. Coming to theaters everywhere for the 1993 holiday season from Walt Disney Pictures.
If you look at the characters created by Tim Burton, what else do you notice about them? Do you notice the large eyes, the tiny noses, the large mouths with tiny lips that are low on the face? Did you notice that Burton uses a lot of black and white in his work? He uses shading or value to show contrast in his work. Value is the lightness or darkness of a color. It's also an element of art. When we paint, we add white to colors to create tints and black to create shades. Today, we're going to use only black, white, and shades of gray. We will use a white colored pencil for the highlights, or where the light is hitting, and a black colored pencil for the shadows. We're going to be drawing a self-portrait. A self-portrait is a picture of yourself that you draw or create with different materials. Oftentimes, artists create self-portraits by looking at themselves while looking in a mirror. So if you have a mirror, use it. For this lesson, you will need paper for your drawing, preferably gray, but if you don't have gray, you can use black. If you don't have colored paper, you can use a brown paper bag or even the back of a cardboard food box, a pencil and eraser, and a black and white colored pencil. If you don't have colored pencils, you could use a black and white crayon or a black and white oil pastel. When you start drawing, start with a gray paper. If you don't have gray paper, you can use black or any other darker color. You could even use a brown paper bag or a piece of cardboard. Be creative. You just don't want to use white paper for this lesson, or else we won't see the highlights created by the white colored pencil. I have idea sheets in Module 11 for you to look at. Start with your pencil and draw light, sketchy lines. You can darken them with the black pencil later. Add the large eyes and pupils. Then add a little tiny nose. I like to make the mouth a little larger and the lips smaller because I love the way Jack Skellington's mouth is very wide. Now add the skinny neck and curve out on both sides to make the shoulders. You don't have to add shoulders if you don't want to. Now it's time for the hair. Remember, this is a self-portrait, so you want it to resemble you. The hair should go right over the top of the head, and if you use the examples, you'll see that they're just shapes. There isn't a whole lot of detail. So look for the lines and combine them to make shapes. Use your knowledge of the elements of art and look for different kinds of lines and shapes in the object you're trying to draw. Erase the line you drew at the beginning for the top of the head. If you look at yourself in a mirror, you'll notice that your hair is on top of your head and also in front of your face, which is why I'm erasing the top of the head. Now outline everything with the black, whether it's a black colored pencil, Sharpie, or black crayon. Add something in your drawing so people will know it's you. For me, I wear this round necklace every day, so I added it in. I also wear tank tops every day, so I made myself wearing one. Use the white colored pencil or crayon to color in the eyes. Now the hair. My hair is darker than my skin, so I use the black colored pencil to add expressive lines in the direction that my hair falls. You don't want to scribble, but it's okay to leave the sketchy lines with your work. Go back in with your white and lightly color areas that you see light hitting your face. It's helpful to use a mirror for this part so you can see where the shadows are. Tim Burton's work almost always have big shadows around and especially underneath the eyes. Sure, it makes us look a little spooky, but it's fun. Sometimes I actually feel like I look like this when I'm really, really tired. When you shade, start very lightly and then gradually press a little harder to create darker values. I can't wait to see your work, friends. When you're finished with your artwork, you should have a Burton-esque self-portrait that mirrors the style of Tim Burton. It should have large eyes and the other facial features should be small. You should have used white for the highlights of your face and shaded with black for the shadows. When you shade, remember to start lightly and gradually press harder on your colored pencil. If your work looks different than mine, that's totally fine. I'll love your work more if it's different. Just remember to follow the directions and use the correct materials, and your work will be great. When you're all done, take a photo of your work and upload it to Artsonia in the gallery called Tim Burton Inspired Selfies. If you ever have a hard time using Artsonia, you can email me your images and I'll upload them for you. But it looks like most of you are using Artsonia without any problems. I'm really proud of all of you for keeping up with your art lessons. I know it's not easy. I look forward to seeing them on Artsonia every week. Someday we'll be making art again together, but until then, I hope you enjoy making art with me while we're apart. Bye!